Hello, Ria. How are
Hi,
you today?
I am good. How are you?
It's I'm good. It's so nice to have you for a conversation. So to tell everybody what this is all about, this is basically you sharing your perspective on a particular topic, which has the basic theme around well-being. So to tell everybody, the topic for this conversation is
Yeah.
art and expression.
Yeah.
And we picked this topic because both Ria and I are into art, and we both love expressing ourselves through it. So, this is just a conversation about art and expression and how it helps us with our well being. So, to start the conversation, I just want to ask Ria, how do you feel about talking about art? Like, what does it, like, what kind of emotion does it bring out in you when you talk about art?
I feel like art in itself is like a very shallow word, but like let's not call it art, let's call it creativity because I feel like there is more to art than just art. Um Creativity in itself has a lot of moods and expressions, and I would say when we talk about music, we talk about culture, we talk about fashion, we talk about actual art. So all of these come under a big basket which is called creativity. And I would say instead of just talking about art, we should be talking about creativity in general. So I think it is something that makes me want to explore more about myself, and it makes me wonder what is there to this world that I don't know. It makes me curious. And definitely, yeah, it's a medium of expression for me, and I choose just art to specify my basically just talk to people around. Why? Because I think, one, I am now good at it, and second, I would say it's because I am more of a better communicator when it comes to sketching by my hand and things like that, rather than just speaking my emotions out. Because when there was nobody, I think my creativity was always with me, so it kind of stuck that way.
Wow. So what I also picked up on while you said what you said was two words like curiosity, and the second word was that when there was, like, it was a sentence like when there was nobody there, then I think my creativity was by my side.
Yeah.
So I feel like curiosity and creativity, as you said, which is like the umbrella term that you would like to use, brings out so much in you in those moments of time where you're alone.
Yeah.
But because there's so much to it, because there's like an umbrella full of tiny little creative things, you
Yeah.
never feel alone amidst all of those things. Like, what I'm visualizing right now, like for me, creativity in art is very visual, my expression is very visual. So I personally feel like all of these things are like tiny little entities, like tiny little beings, like avatars, and they're
Yeah.
around me in that moment, and they just don't make me feel alone.
Yeah.
And I think that way is, like, personally, in my opinion, like that's how art helps me.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how it helps you? Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So I would say that I will just start with saying that we as people, we met because of this creative vision that we had, collective creative vision that we had. So I think it is very big reason for me to connect with people, and I'm a very big people person, and I like talking to people. I like making new friends. I like interacting with a new set of like I like being amongst those conversations which I might just maybe not feel very comfortable in the beginning, but I would want to like grow during that conversation, and at the end of the day feel a little uh, change in me or something like that. But I would say how creativity helped me in my personal life was when I was very anxious, because I, being a Gen Z, quote unquote, and being like a creative person, because you know, if you look at all the creative people in this life who have made it to that big book of glam, like Pablo Escobar, Picasso, and all of those people, they are basically, they were never happy people, you know. They were basically just, I'm not saying that creativity does not bring you happiness, but they just had, they used their you know, fears, their angers, their insecurities, their pain, and then, you know, channeled them into art, and it made out like, you know, wonders were made out of that. Why? Because I think creative people, for them, you know, just sketching your subconscious out there is kind of something that helps us declutter our thoughts, right? If, for example, I'm having like an anxious day, if I am like, you know, feeling very nervous about something, I would just randomly scribble something, and at the end of the day I would not even know that, you know, I was scribbling something. Or maybe, you know, it has helped me declutter my head or thoughts in that manner. So this is one way it has helped me, you know, be a happier person or be a calmer person, and you know, channel my emotions into something productive. So that is why it has helped me so much. What about you?
Wow. Like for me, again, I think it's the same. I think the two words, alchemy, and the second is channeling. Like for me, expressive arts, like for me, I've been dancing since I was like 5 years old, 4 years old. My first ever paycheck in life was at the age of 13, when I taught a girl who was 7 years old a dance on like this particular song of the movie Bunty and Bubbly. So for me, dance has been like a huge part of my life. And I think after a certain age, when I stopped dancing, because of my own mental, you know, perception around it, like, you know, because I've gained weight, I'm fat, or people are fat shaming me, body shaming me, so I stopped dancing. Like I would look at other people or what they say, and I shaped my entire psychology around it. So for me, now that I started dancing, I feel like I channel my inner child. Like whatever I wasn't able to do at that point of time because of all of those limiting beliefs, like I do it now. And through the process of that channeling my inner child, I alchemize whatever is stuck in my body. Like if, say for example, in my spine or in my nervous system, I'm feeling like my chest is feeling very heavy. So using my dance, I would move my chest a lot more to
I've seen your
feel that
videos.
energy up.
I've seen your videos. They're really nice. Yeah.
Thank you. So that's the entire idea around it. Like for me, it doesn't have to look a certain way. For me, I just want to move that stuck energy in my body to feel free. So my perspective is the same, very, very similar to you, in a way where it is about alchemy. It is about channeling. It is about, you know, transforming those emotions that are making you feel at any sort of dis-ease in life. What I also want to ask you in relations to that is that when you say pick a negative emotion, do you like consciously pick it, or it just comes to you? Like you just sit with like a paper and pen, you start doodling out of nowhere, which is like sort of like sourcing it from some other world? Or is it like done consciously, like, okay, I'm feeling anxious, so let me scribble? What does that look like for you?
I would say that like this is not the right statement to make, but this is something very personal to me. So I've realized if I'm making art when I'm happy, and in comparison to that when I'm making it when I'm kind of sad or anxious, I am able to yield better results when I am anxious, because my subconscious is kind of, you know, making me do that thing, and I don't even know that this is, मुझे उस टाइम पे पता भी नहीं होता है कि यार ये मेरे ही thoughts हैं. Right? When I put them down on paper and when I look at the whole image, and I'm like, okay, this is what is going on in my head. I don't know what this means, but it looks amazing. So those kind of feelings and emotions kind of flow when I am making something, when I'm kind of anxious. And I'm not saying that everybody should sketch when they're anxious or things like that, because even when I am when I'm having those emotions, a lot of times I just forget that I do have this blessing where I can just scribble my thoughts out. And I do things which angry people or anxious people do. I bite my nails, I kind of like just sit in one corner and think about things, overthink and everything. But when I look at a pen and paper, and all of a sudden I'll like someday in confidence show you some of my pieces where I have literally scribbled things ki acha theek hai, I am feeling fear. So I literally wrote the word fear in my creative vision, like in a creative way, because I am an artist, right? I can't help being creative. So I wrote fear, and when I wrote all those words, I was feeling after I wrote everything, I felt a lot better. I felt at ease. And then I filled those gaps. Like, for example, if I have written fear, then I wrote nothing and fear being in one place, or maybe fear being stagnant. Okay, so I wrote those small quotes, when, like, for example, if one day I am feeling the certain way, I would go back to that page. I will look, ki, haan, chalo, theek hai, I wrote this thing about myself. This is me. The sad side is also me. The bright side is also me. So it's all just in me. So I need to just, envision it in a way. I need to channel it in a way that, it's productive for me, it's healthy for me, and makes me grow. Because for creative people, it's very important to keep on growing. It's very important for us to be free and to explore ourselves. हमें कोई बांध के नहीं रख सकता एक पिंजरे के अंदर. So that's kind of very important. And I think all the people who are watching this, people who are watching it abhi tak, तो उनको यही लग रहा होगा कि, I can relate to this. Because all the creative people, they just can't work on deadlines. They can't work on paycheck. मेरे को ये लगता है कि यार, I am a fashion designer और मुझे fashion designer as a profession नहीं करना. Because मुझे, what I'm making and selling that kind of feels like I am doing something wrong to myself. Because I want to keep those pieces in maybe like a personal museum or something, and I want people to just look at it and not have a price for it.
Wow.
I think we derailed a lot, but yeah.
No. I just, the thing is that I'm getting so many like thoughts right now. Like I'm getting like, oh my God, way too many downloads in my head and so many questions to ask you, and it's making me excited. I'll tell you why. Because when you mentioned fashion designing, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if I've told you before, and by the way, to tell people, this is like my first conversation with Riya face to face. Like, I've never seen her face to face. I think before this, we've only spoken twice on call.
Yeah.
So for me, it's literally like I wanted to be a fashion designer from 8-7.
Damn.
And only in 12th standard is when I pivoted. Like, literally, it was like Sofa and Ross, and it's like pivot. It was literally that for me. I was just sitting with three friends of mine, and we were eating momos, and I was telling them how like, when it comes to my self-confidence, like, other people were drawing like horses and my horse looked like a donkey, and I was like, I can't give this exam, I can't do this shit, and this is just not happening. And that's when I chickened out, literally said chicken out. And instead I chose the profession that everybody knows me, off lately knows me, not off lately, but like, they know that I switched from that to what I'm doing right now. So that is being a chef, right? So that's why I went and chose hotel management. So for me, I feel like self-worth, self-confidence is something that really, really gets like badly affected for anybody who's in this creative profession or a creative field. I personally feel like, because there's a lot of judgment around creativity, anybody's creativity. And I feel like it comes from a very logical, like being educated in a way where our IQ is more focused than our EQ. Our left side of the brain is more exercised than the right side of the brain. So this is something that was showing up for me when you were talking. When you were talking about fear, when you were talking about writing that particular word on a piece of paper in a very artistic way. The second thing that was coming to me was that you start feeling better when you wrote it, right? So if you know, the word release has like ease in it. So for me, whenever I think about art in a way where there's so much going on in my head, right? Like right now, there's so much incoming in my head to ask you or to talk to you or to share, right? I feel like that is also creativity, because it's
Yeah.
just me downloading some information from my subconscious that that you brought a lot of resonance into, and me releasing it, and in a way where this is giving me so much relief to express, put it out there. So for me, it's literally that creative expression. Like I'm getting it from somewhere, and then I'm just like putting it out there. What I also do want to ask you is that when it comes to, say, for example, you picked up a paper and you wrote that thing called fear down, right? And you felt better. But then after feeling better, maybe like after a day or like a couple of hours, you ever judge what you just did? Like, does that happen?
Yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, there are times when I just do not want to go back to certain thing that I made, or like a certain sentence that I wrote, because I have this habit of writing things down and then just scribbling them off so that I cannot read them, so that I do not judge myself. To be honest, I do not fear getting judged by anybody else. I think in my life now I have reached that level that I'm like, fuck everybody else, यार मेरे को जो करना है मेरे को वो करना है, मेरे को अपने लोग मिल जाएंगे, right? But I fear getting judged by my own self, because I am the only one who I have at the end of the day, right? And I exist here in my mind and my body. So if I judge myself, it kind of scares me. So I just do not. I just choose to close those pages off and never go there again. But yeah, I do kind of now have started accepting myself that yeah, these are my fears, these are my insecurities. मुझे ऐसा लगता है, मैं इस चीज में ऐसे रिएक्ट करती हूँ, मुझे अपना ये चीज ठीक करना है, ये मेरे गोल्स हैं, ये मेरे स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं, ये मेरी वीकनेसेस हैं. एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट दोज CV थिंग्स, राइट? व्हेन यू जस्ट आस्क पीपल इन एन इंटरव्यू यार आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स और गोल्स वीकनेसेस क्या हैं, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. इट्स बेसिकली लाइक खुद को नंगा देखना, right, from the inside, when you need to like know your soul in order to know your actual strengths and weaknesses. And that's the real power, and when you're able to do that, that is something magical. I think that is the purpose of life at the end of the day, because क्या कर रहे हैं सब यार? Everybody is just literally going to their work, earning some money, and then in the same race trap, सबकी शादी हो जाती है, बच्चे हो जाते हैं, मर जाते हैं फिर at the end of the day, right? But that's not the purpose of life. That's just one phase of life. That's just reproduction. Other than that, what have you done with this brain that God has given you, right?
Yeah.
And that soul that you have inside of you is for a reason. Otherwise, you would just be a fucking physical body, right? So, why not fucking utilize it? Because we have the right skills here. We have hands, we have legs, we have a soul, we are human beings, we are creative people. Then what are we fucking waiting for? There is everything that we can literally achieve by just changing our mindset and just accepting that. कि जो भी हमें चाहिए is just here, it's just here. That's it.
That was so deserving. Like your entire monologue was like Pyar Ka Panchnama and Kartik and like going like in one full on like rant and like motivation speech, motivational speech. I think that was lovely. That monologue. Definitely putting it out there. But what does show up for me when you said like बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं यार, उनको अभी भी नहीं लगता कि वो क्रिएटिव है. लाइक मैंने सुना है अभी भी, मैं अगर किसी को बोलती हूँ ना कि अरे चाहे वो क्लाइंट का सेशन हो, चाहे वो इन जनरल कोई भी मीटअप हो जहाँ आई एम लाइक ओके लेट्स डू समथिंग क्रिएटिव गाइस, लाइक लेट्स जस्ट पिक अप अ पेपर एंड अ पेन एंड ड्रॉ समथिंग और पिक वन कलर. लाइक इवन इफ आई टेल समबडी लाइक randomly like just tell me one color, which one you like, I don't know, I'm not good at this kind of things. Like ये है लोगों के दिमाग में कि मैं creative नहीं हूँ. For me, in my perception, like to be honest, human beings are creative beings. We have been created by X chromosome, Y chromosome coming together, creating something, right? And then evolving in our physiology is the like मतलब
Most
तुम्हारे
complex.
सामने कॉम्प्लेक्स छोड़ो, ये क्रिएटिविटी है, तो तुम
Yeah.
कैसे क्रिएटिव नहीं हुए पहले ये बताओ. मेरे दिमाग में सबसे पहले यही आता है. But of course, as you said, people have a lot of limiting beliefs around it. So what would you like to probably, what's your opinion on that? What's your take on that? Why do you think people, or probably you, if you did at some point of time, had or have a limiting belief related to that, maybe I'm not as creative in comparison to somebody else, or in competition with yourself, or just in general a limiting belief, I'm not as creative just because I don't know how to like make a circle on a paper, a perfect circle on a paper, or a line, straight line. I can't do this shit.
Okay, so there are 2-3 things that we talked about. First, there are people who don't think that they're creative. First of all, it's not our problem. It's their problem to deal with because it is on us. I mean, I'm being honest here. It's
Oh, truth bombs.
I mean, this is not our problem. It's literally their problem to solve that for themselves. उनको अपने ये self realization, उन लोगों को अपने ही अंदर झांक करके उनको पहचानना and all of those things, introspect करना, ये हमारी ड्यूटी नहीं है. ये सब लोगों के अपने अपने personal tasks होते हैं, and that everybody should actually introspect and understand about themselves and see what they are made of, what they're capable of, and what things they want to retaliate in themselves. But on the other hand, I do have days where I feel like कि यार मैं creative नहीं हूँ, because as a creative person everybody knows that creative block एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपका धंधा खा सकता है, जो आपको आपकी जॉब से निकाल सकता है, जो आपको literally सड़क पे ला सकता है if you are a creative person in profession, right? So there is something called creative block. उसको deal करना भी एक तरीका है जो आपको eventually सीखना पड़ेगा अपनी life में. Right? तो मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलूँगी that I'm creative like literally 365 days of the year. I am not. I would say कि either I'm like, let's say, creative 100 days of the year, then I am at least giving in 100% of myself to those 100 days, right? So I will put in that effort to utilize that amount of creativity, that creative juices that are flowing in me, or maybe I would just maybe write that idea down, or maybe just work on it when I am not creative in my head again. Like for example, creativity is basically just an idea, right? कि मेरे को ये idea आया है, उस idea को बोलते हैं creativity. अब उसको किस तरीके से execute करना है वो अलग context है, but that idea is what I think really helped me when I am having that creative block. So yeah, that is something that helps me. And there was this point in my life where I used to think यार मैं तो creative नहीं हूँ, because I was always compared with other people. तो वो comparison ने ना काफी टाइम तक मेरी लाइफ में उस क्रिएटिविटी को मुझसे दूर रखा, थिंकिंग कि यार मैं तो ये कर ही नहीं सकती, तो लेट्स नॉट इवन गिव इट अ शॉट, लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट माय टाइम देयर. बट देन people around me, they motivated me. It's a really important thing to actually have like good people around you. I have been compared with a lot of people in my life. I have compared myself with a lot of people here and there, but ऐसा नहीं है कि compare नहीं हुआ. Compare मुझे लोगों ने भी किया है, मैंने खुद को compare किया है लोगों से काफी बार. But ये भी एक learning growth होता है where you stop comparing yourself with other people and then you start comparing yourself to your own growth. And it's frustrating at times because your scale, if you look at it mathematically, then your growth scale should be here. Technically you have a vision to reach here, but then scale is something that will eventually grow, right? It does not grow रातों रात कि मेरी आज ये scale है और मैं आज ये सीख गई. So that curve where you are literally growing but you can't see yourself literally reaching here, that curve is frustrating, where you basically just stand in a place कि यार मैं तो बहुत effort डाल रहा हूँ, मैं अभी तक यहाँ क्यों नहीं पहुँच रहा, outcome तक क्यों नहीं पहुँच रहा. And it happens with me every day. It's basically a struggle every day क्योंकि यार I make multiple amount of things almost in a week, and I am doing a job, I have my own brand, and I'm literally being creative almost 24 hours of the day. When I'm not sleeping, I'm being creative, and at the end of the day my fucking mind gets tired, right? And I just keep on questioning the same thing at the end of the day कि यार मैंने तो आज इतना effort डाला, इतना output क्यों नहीं आया. ठीक है, और मैं जहाँ पहुंचना चाहती हूँ मैंने अभी तक वो चीज अचीव क्यों नहीं की. बट आई हैव टू मेक माई सेल्फ स्लीप अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस थिंग. खुद को ही समझाना पड़ता है कि यार it's a growth, it's a process. If I show you the sticky notes I have in my bathroom, while I brush, I'm just thinking कि मुझे पूरे दिन में क्या करना है. And then I have written this around, like literally अपने शीशे के साइड में मैंने sticky note है, उस पे लिखा हुआ है कि it's a process. And it's because it's really important for you to understand कि destination is not something that is the only thing. The process is something that shapes you, makes you a different person, makes you grow, makes you achieve your dreams and everything. So it is very important to keep yourself motivated, uplifted, and to always know that it's a part of the process. It's not just something that will happen in a day.
I'm processing.
You should put that processing wala filter on your face.
I'm processing because again, every time you talk, I feel like, oh my god, there's so much resonance. I don't think I have spoken to a creative person in the longest time. So okay, let me tell you. There's one friend of mine who was like a storm in my life, in the nicest ways possible, in a very creative manner. She sparked ऐसे चिंगारी लगाई उसने मेरे inner child पे, because she is me, I'm her, like in child form. I think she's my best friend, like inner child best friend sort of a vibe. And oh my god, I can't stop thinking about her right now, because I think after her, you are that person who I'm having such a conversation with, which is like making me feel like, oh my god, so excited, right? So yeah, like I just want to say that when it comes to what you said around ideas, right? I would think I was just talking to somebody today, or I think day before yesterday, about ideas, as to how I'm getting like so many ideas, like all of a sudden, like, oh my god, fast. It's like 24/7. पता नहीं कहाँ किसी ने chain खींच दी और वैसे flush की तरह सर पे बरसात हुई है roses की, right? Petals की. And you are not able to collect them because there are just so many, right? And but then some of them are like yesterday I had an idea and I just started working on it like so impulsively. One of my friends said that ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है ना कि तूने उस पे एक्शन लिया. मैंने कहा नहीं, क्योंकि मैं 10 बजे अगर एक्शन लेना शुरू करूंगी, मैं 4 बजे सोऊंगी. मैं सोऊंगी कब? ये क्रिएटिव ब्रेन does not have constraint of time. It does not know how to respond. It only knows how to react sometimes. And no matter how real that can feel like when you're in that moment, I sometimes ask myself, should those horses, the reins of those horses, be in the hand of that creative idea, or in your awareness that I know here I have to pause? Or like you said, just write it down on a sticky note and put it on the bathroom wall and then tell yourself that it's a process. So what is your opinion on this? That should you take a pause when it comes to those creative ideas, or should you immediately like mull them over, or immediately put them out there? Question number 1. Okay, hold it. I hope you can remember this.
I won't. I have a goldfish memory.
I'll ask you again. Now, please let me ask you the second question. Okay. So the second question is basically related to outcomes, right? So and it's a continuation question. So when it comes to creative outcomes, ऐसा लगता है कि आप अपने क्रिएटिव आइडिया की, क्या मैं सही नहीं बोल रही हूँ, शायद से नीलामी कर रहे हो, like आप उसको ऐसे like you're putting a bet on it sometimes, and sometimes people are putting a bid on it. So it's like bidding and betting. That thing is going, the narrative is going on in my head right now, that okay, do I bid on this idea? Do I think people will bet on it? How high will it like reach the radar for, in terms of kitna mehenga bikega? Like for me, those questions like are coming in my head right now. Like, and how do you deal with these thoughts? Probably, what's your perspective on this? So cool.
Okay, so surprisingly, I do remember your question. So let's start with that. Question number one. Where I read it somewhere where, the writer was telling us that, nothing is ever good enough or bad enough. So that should be your mantra in life. कि अगर तुम्हें लगता है कोई idea इतना ज़्यादा crazy है that, if you do this, you will, be so kick-ass and everything. It's not that good, trust me. You'll have to, have that reality check. And if you are in a situation where you kind of feel like, क्या जिंदगी है, झंड हो गई है ये, वो things like that, then it's not that bad. So eventually you will have to hold your horses in that segment as well. And I am really not the right person when it comes to impatience, because I am very, very impatient. I am extremely impatient. If I have an idea at 3 in the night, I would work on it. But I now try to, write those ideas down and work on them, because in a later stage in life, because did you lose your
Okay.
camera?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so I just realized ki working upon your creative ideas instantly, if you really, if your gut feeling tells you that something good is gonna come out of it, then act on it, because nothing is better than having your creative juices flowing. And maybe just write them down for the time when you are not that creative, because आप और फिर उसके बाद when you write them down ना, तो क्या होता है कि एक पॉइंट पे तुम्हें समझ आ जाएगा कि यार ये तो मैं उस चीज पे उस टाइम पे बहुत एक्साइटेड थी, बहुत ही घटिया आइडिया है, लेट्स चक दैट आइडिया, लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट माय टाइम ऑन इट. तो एक पॉइंट के बाद तुम्हें समझ आ जाता है कि हाँ, इज इट वर्थ वर्किंग ऑन, इज इट वर्थ गिविंग योर टाइम टू, और इज इट नॉट. And when it comes to outcome, I don't generally think that outcome is something that affects me that much, in a way कि अगर मुझे लगता है किसी ने मुझे hire किया है for my outcome, ठीक है, for getting like a good outcome, so I think they should trust me. They should have some sort of faith in me कि हाँ, I will do justice to that project, और मेरे ऊपर छोड़ दिया जाए, instead of just me thinking of will they like it, will they not like it. If I am liking it, then the other person will like it, which is why they have hired me, because they like the way I work, or they like my work.
Oh my god.
So that should be the POV I think every designer or like an artist should have, because यार एक तो पहली बात हम आपके लिए इतना ज़्यादा
Amazing.
Sorry. ये अब बहुत ही अब्रप्ट है.
Amazing.
हाँ.
Yeah, so वही चीज़ें हैं कि यार either just don't confide in us. If you think that we're not good enough, then maybe just hire someone who is. And पैसों की बात अगर मैं करूँ तो I have a very strict this thing, my compensations are very strict when it comes to like for example, if I have a freelance project and if somebody wants to do want me to make a certain amount of designs, right, I am very rigid on that कि यार ठीक है, I am providing quality to you, you need to pay for this. If you can't, there are exceptions, I understand. When I see like very good potential in somebody, I do try to mold myself in a way where I थोड़ा सा मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि चल ठीक है यार, I understand that these people are trying to like reach a certain level, so I need to also pitch in because I see potential here, and if I do work with them, then eventually my growth is also, I can also see my growth. Otherwise I just do not bend in my compensation, and I know कि अगर ये client में तो दूसरा client मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. So you need to have that confidence in yourself, in your work, कि यार ठीक है, मैं अपने आप को छोटा नहीं करूँगा या करूँगी, और मेरे को अपने आप को उसी तरीके से पोजीशन करना है. Whereas when I work with freelancers and whereas when I work with people, even I bring that to table. अगर मैं उतना पे कर सकती हूँ जितना कोई मुझे बोल रहा है, and if I see that worth, then I would maybe just try to negotiate. But then if somebody is rigid and is like, हाँ यार मैं आपको ये deliver करके दिखाऊंगा, then ठीक है, okay, take my money. But if I genuinely don't have the money, then I'll say this to that person कि यार मैं आपका time waste नहीं करूँगी, मेरे पास नहीं है इतने पैसे आपको देने के लिए, तो I think in the future we'll work together. बट आई डू नॉट डिमीन देम बाय सेइंग कि यार नहीं, आप इतना नहीं, आप अगर मेरे को बोल रहे हो 4,000 रुपए तो मैं आपको 200 रुपए में दूंगी, ये तो मैं नहीं करती बिल्कुल भी एट ऑल. एंड आई डोंट थिंक, and I think what I am giving out in the world is something which will come back to me. So karma, again, one another word that comes out of this conversation. If you do good, if you provide value to people, then something good comes in your way as well.
So the way that I'll actually go backwards. Like I'll start from karma. Like for me, karma is not a lot of times people look at it as that if I do this, then that. Like people look at it as मैंने ये किया तो मुझे ये मिलेगा. It's like giving and then receiving, or like this or that. I don't see it like that. Like at least these days. Maybe few months back I was. Like for me, that's just a belief system.
Mm-hmm.
That cause and effect is just a belief system. Like if I work hard, I will get XYZ result.
Mm-hmm.
I think I exist. Results are all around me. Like for me, I like to believe that, and that's about it. That's where it ends. I would love to believe that, because that makes me feel amazing about myself, about life, and that makes me feel free. So every belief system that I have, which I call karma, it's not karma. Karma is just action. So, and action is without, say, you thinking about the consequence, because that's something you have no control over.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you just work on that action, there is no if or but or what will happen or what if.
Yeah.
If you just focus on that, which is your action, and next moment do some other action if you're not happy with that action or whatever may happen. So that's just how I operate. For me, it's not like a loop anymore. There's no loop. I think the only loop is there, that is the belief system. That's the mind thinking that there is a prison and there's a prisoner. And I think that's the entire journey of when people say that, you know, you are what you are seeking is seeking you, is how it ends. Like, because you realize that there's nobody to seek. What are you seeking?
Yeah.
There is no chase. So like I'm just like going into like a very non-dualistic space with this, but that's what action feels like for me. And then going back to the second bit of it, which was like betting and bidding. I think what I hear from you and what is inspiring me in this moment is that you bet on yourself and you place the bid on yourself,
Yeah.
and that's where it ends. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about what other person might bid on, will bid on, not bid on. Unnecessary worry, right? Also might sound very idealistic for some people. Like, because even, I mean, who are we kidding? We are human beings, right? So at some point of time, maybe we are afraid about a certain idea and we are not able to bet on ourselves or bid on ourselves. So those times also happen.
So you said that हाँ कभी कभी ऐसे होता है और मैं पॉज नहीं लेती हूँ, पर हाँ कभी कभी मुझे लगता है कि इसको वाइन की तरह एज होने देना चाहिए. मेरे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू में मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि क्रिएटिविटी आती ही बिना पॉज के है. वो आती ही ऐसे राजधानी की तरह है जो रुकती नहीं है. ठीक है, जो एक्चुअल फ्लो स्टेट होती है उसमें मदहोशी है. लाइक यू lose sense of time, space, where it's just very soul level, I feel like. I think the other side of the coin would be where you stick a sticky note on the wall and then you don't act upon it and you are mulling over it. But beware that mulling over would include your logical mind and your limiting belief. It's you putting that idea through a filter.
Yeah.
So there will be a lot of ifs and buts and negatives and maybe chucking the idea, not chucking the idea. So it's it's a very like complex, it's a very subjective experience of each and every person. What I also do want to ask you is, you said you did mention your brand, right? So was it like an outcome of like a creative idea like that? Like I know mine was, and mine in the sense that for Sarthi, the creating the community platform, it was an idea that was stemming out of a space of service, of course, and it was an idea of one sole person, not mine. I bid on it, they bet on it, or maybe I don't know, I bet on their idea and bidded on their idea. So for me it was just like acting and serving and being the medium for it. But yes, it for me, like, this was not like a creative idea per se, like I said, download aya, whatever. It was very unconscious. Actually, maybe I should ask that person who gave the idea, but yeah, for me, this is creative. The idea is creative from a space that I am constantly working on it and evolving it. But source of it, the seed of it, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's my point of view on that in this very moment. But for you, what was it for your brand?
See, I feel making RJ was something that I have been thinking about from, I think, college days, or when I started thinking कि मेरे को अपना मतलब फैशन डिजाइन करना है, तो मेरे दिमाग में यही था कि यार मेरे को बिजनेस करना है. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, I do come from a business background. I mean, like, my family and everybody, even my mom, my dad, my taiji, everybody comes from a business background, and everybody has their own particular businesses. So I think वो मेरे खून के अंदर दौड़ता है. Even if I do not have a degree in business, but I think I am capable of running a business without actually knowing what goes inside it. So I think blessings from my parents, first thing. Second thing, it was a very why I did not start it pehle and why I started it now was because first of all, जो भी corporate में काम करता है, everybody will relate with me कि यार जब किसी और के लिए इतनी मेहनत कर सकते हैं, तो खुद के लिए अगर इतनी मेहनत कर ली, तो हम कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच जाएंगे, right? First reason was that, and second reason is very much connected to this first reason. When I used to wake up in the morning thinking कि अरे यार मुझे किसी और के लिए उठ के काम करना है, it used to kind of like piss me off in a very negative manner in the morning कि अरे यार फिर से एक और दिन, I have to literally go to the office, make these designs, finish these, and maybe launch for somebody else. Nobody knows that it's me behind those pieces, man. I mean, it's kind of frustrating in a lot of manners. But then, and it went on to an extent where I started feeling kind of very limited in my head. I started thinking, I'm shrinking. I started feeling very anxious. I started feeling very tiny in this world. और मेरे को ये चीज़ ऐसे लगने लगी कि यार, I do not really have any value. I do not hold value in my own self and XYZ things like that. So I started belittling me, if those are the right words. And then I started, feeling कि यार ऐसे तो नहीं चलेगा. मैं एक बारी अपने personal सस्ते therapists के पास जाती हूँ, which are my friends. तो मैं उनके पास गई and I started talking to them about it. And then I realized कि भाई इन लोगों को भी same यही चीज़ feel हो रही है हर रोज सुबह उठ के, but फिर भी करे जा रहे हैं. Every day they're just getting up doing the same thing. रात को सोते हुए लग रहा है कि अरे यार कल में भी better होगा, कल में भी अपने सपनों के ऊपर थोड़ा काम कर लेंगे, कल फिर से वही same grind हो रहा है सुबह से लेके रात तक. So again, that same thing, the betting on yourself thing, I betted on myself and I worked on this feeling. बहुत तरीके के लोग होते हैं यार. It's doers, dreamers, and actually just lazy people who are just very satisfied with what they have in their lives, right? And everything is perfect. I mean, like, I'm not calling out people. I'm not saying कि जो लोग lazy होते हैं life में, वो लोग कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो लोग कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं. Then fucking don't cry about it. Is my only POV. If you are crying about it, then just if you have a problem with it, first of all, you need to have a problem to actually get out of it. If you are having a problem, then have the balls to get out of it, right? And if you I'll tell you just one thing. If you put this thing...
Girl. Oh my god, I love when you drop these truth bombs. Like, it's not even truth bombs. This is like you outrightly like calling people out.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, so I just feel like कि man, I mean, and if you have like, आपको ना सिर्फ अपने दिमाग में सोचना होता है कि यार ये मुझे करना है, and if you start thinking that, तो आप you just start taking actions, and eventually life throws those things at you. The right contact will come to you, right kind of people will come to you, right opportunities will open up in front of you. If you are looking for money, and it happened with me, I come from a very humble background, but मुझे ऐसे I was thinking that I don't want my parents to fund this and everything. So I was just very worried कि अरे यार मैं RG के लिए कैसे करूँगी काम. But somehow everything just started figuring out खुद से चीजें खुलती चली गई, ऐसा लग रहा था कि लाइट बल्ब्स खुल रहे हैं. एंड दैट वाज लाइक वन ऑफ माय वेरी गुड स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग एट दैट पॉइंट, बिकॉज आई स्टार्टेड मेडिटेटिंग. बिकॉज मैं जितना पढ़ती थी इस एंग्जाइटी और इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में, तो मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि यार it's just in my head. My head is basically just limiting me to not do anything right now. So I started meditating. I started, focusing on the main problem that my head is having, and I realized that I need to meditate in order to understand what's going on in my head. And there are a lot of thoughts that are troubling me, but there is this one source which is not letting me actually succeed in life, or maybe just take that action. So when I actually went to that deep root cause and I started figuring those things out, is when things started making sense and shape करने लग गई सारी चीजें धीरे धीरे, and I just saw myself taking those actions one after the other. And I would just still say कि यार ब्रांड खड़ा कर दिया, बिजनेस चला रहे हैं, वेबसाइट बन गई है. मैं सोच भी नहीं सकती थी 1 साल पहले कि ये सारी चीजें मैं कर सकती हूँ, मैं, ठीक है. एंड आई जस्ट स्टिल गिव दिस क्रेडिट टू समवन हु इज इनसाइड मी एंड नॉट मी. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. मेरे अंदर एक लड़की है जिसके अंदर ये सारे थॉट्स आते हैं, जिसके अंदर इतनी हिम्मत है ये सब करने की. शी इज डूइंग ऑल ऑफ इट, इट्स नॉट मी. तो इट्स जस्ट दैट गर्ल इज इन माई हेड. And I just tell that girl कि यार ये काम करना है, प्लीज तू कर दे, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा. तो that girl just does everything for me.
Wow. Okay. First of all, I'm feeling a little इस समय मेरे लिए, because again like I was confused when I was telling you about Sarthi, whether it's an idea, creative, not creative, right? There's so much thought, so much thinking that's going on. That it's mine, not mine, I'm a medium, not a medium. Don't know. I don't know what's happening, where it's coming. But what you shared put things in perspective for me from a space that मेरे दिमाग में ऐसे घोड़े आ रहे थे. लाइक फॉर मी लिटरली ऐसे घोड़े ऐसे जोर से भाग रहे हैं ऐसे मैदान में. लाइक एंड दैट लिटरली गेव मी अ फीलिंग दैट who cares यार, when they are running in some direction, they are just running.
Yeah.
They don't know whether it was your idea, their idea, whose idea, you working on it, them working on it, nobody working on it.
Yeah.
Does not matter, right?
Does not matter.
Like you said, oh, light bulb khulte chale. You were one of those light bulbs for me, right?
Really?
Yeah, because like in a way where I was looking for some financial stability exactly to feed this project, because it's a trust, right? It's not something that I'm doing for money per se. That means that I need money for it. So where will I get it from? I get it from projects, I get it from collaborations, because as you said, creative people don't want to work under people, other people, no matter how creative they are. It's very difficult for us to, at least, and that's something that I realized and I owned it up. Like I accepted it after a certain point of time, and I think that was great. So for me, I realized my don'ts first. ये नहीं करना है, कुछ भी करना है पर ये नहीं करना है. अब उसके बाद कहाँ से आएंगे पैसे मुझे नहीं पता, बट कुछ तो एक्शन लूं, कहीं तो कुछ करूं. तो वो डाला मैंने ग्रुप पे मैसेज कि करनी है मुझे फ्रीलांसिंग, बोलो किसको चाहिए एक बंदा उसके लिए कुछ काम करने के लिए. That's how I got in touch with
Yeah.
And whether things take full shape, full form, when they take, don't take, that I surrender. Like all I know is that I will show up in the best of my potentials and possible ways when needed, when time. That domino I have, like at least I have done that. So calling myself lazy, which I used to at some point of time, I ain't that person anymore. I'm a bloody horse in this beautiful 26 horse here, okay? So, and then another thing that you said was DNA, right? So for me, it was literally like कि तुमने कहा मेरे parents में आते हैं, मेरे खून में है. Like for me, creativity is in my blood. I don't know about business, no business, what kind of business, but all I know is that creativity is in my blood. Now, what form it takes, whether it's just me being the human that I am, or playing a certain role of, like, say, a video editor or just a content creator, don't know what form it takes ultimately. Maybe it takes multiple forms. Like you said, you have an alter ego, right? Like, which you tell कि भाई वो कर रही है सब. So maybe I have an alter ego. Like, I call that alter ego sometimes a tortoise, sometimes it's a duck, sometimes it's like it's a horse. So it can be so many different entities that you can sort of name and label, and you operate. Have you seen that movie Mask? Jim Carrey.
No, I
उसे
haven't.
clean हो जाता है. No, dude, you have to watch it. It's hilarious. Okay, so basically, Jim Carrey is like a really sad man. Okay, this is how I remember it right now. Maybe the movie is absolutely different. Who cares? But what I remember right now is that Jim Carrey is like a really sad man, and then he discovers like this mask that when he puts, he becomes like this,
Like a different person.
like a different person, and he becomes like green, and he's like damn funny, confident, charming, very like evil in a very like naughty, notorious kind of way.
I think that's me.
Yeah, I think we all have that in us, or maybe just you and me in this moment. But yeah, what was I saying? So I was saying that if you've seen that movie Mask, I feel like having like an alter ego like that, I think for creative professionals, it's a great thing to do.
It's
Like,
a grounding thing, you just keep yourself grounded. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it helps me because यार if I say कि अरे मैंने तो ये कर लिया, मैंने तो मेरे अंदर तो ऐसे ऐसे ये लोग काम करते हैं, मैंने ये अचीव कर लिया, वाओ इतना सक्सेसफुल कलेक्शन लॉन्च कर दिया, ओ माय गॉड फोटो शूट किया है, मैंने किया इतना अच्छा फोटो शूट, इतनी अच्छी रील मैंने बना दी, भाई मैं 7वें आसमान पे पहुंच जाऊंगी. सो टू कीप माई सेल्फ ग्राउंडेड आई फील लाइक मैंने किया ही नहीं है भाई, ये सब मेरे को आता ही नहीं है. देयर इज somebody in my head who is doing it, and it's not just something that I've made up. I feel like I do not hold those capabilities to do those things. I think I believe in God. I am a very spiritual person now. I wasn't that spiritual belly. But in this process of finding myself, I found myself being spiritual. I found myself walking towards the path of God. And it's not just God, it's about finding out my own soul. So that's a different topic altogether. But I feel like कि यार उस enlightenment से मुझे realize हुआ है कि वो जो मेरे अंदर एक शक्ति जागरूक हुई है वो मैं नहीं हूँ, वो एक दूसरा ही कोई इंसान है जिसकी जो ये सब चीजें कर पा रहा है. बिकॉज लाइक 1 year down the lane I mean like 1 year earlier I was not this person. I do not know who this person is. मैं नहीं जानती कि भाई मैं इतना केपेबल थी भी. मैं वो लड़की थी जो बस 9 to 5 करके आके आई यूज्ड टू चिल विद माई फ्रेंड्स एंड आई यूज्ड टू मे बी जस्ट छुट्टियों में घर जाती थी, कुछ निटिंग कर लिया, कुछ वीविंग कर लिया और थोड़ा इधर उधर क्रिएटिव चीजें कर ली. दैट्स अबाउट इट. मैं उतने में खुश हो जाती थी कि अरे वाओ आई मेड समथिंग. बट देन एक पॉइंट आया जब वो खुश होना बंद हो गई मैं कि यार मैं कर क्यों रही हूँ ये, व्हाट्स द पॉइंट ऑफ दिस. एंड देन इज व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड गोइंग ऑन दिस जर्नी ऑफ सेल्फ डिस्कवरी और वहीं से ही सारी चीजें शुरू हुई.
Wow. And now you're like a sassy boss babe.
That I was always there. Like I was always like a very sassy girl. Okay, I think
Babe.
that's literally the core of RG, and we are like sassy people. Even the people who have in our team and everything, everybody is fucking sassy. Everybody has their own attitudes. कितनी बारी तो मुझे डर लग जाता है, अरे I am sorry bro, do it your way.
There's this reel of this little girl who says, I'm evil and I'm a witch. Right? Like, I literally feel like that. Like, she's like, I'm evil, I'm a witch. And I will like cast a spell on everybody. And then she tells her mom and looks at her, no, I would never do that. like you see, like there are two versions of her in the same reel. I think that's just how you sound right now. And that's just how I also sound right now. And I love that. I love that. And I also want to just add like another perspective to the term enlightenment in itself, right? For me, you said that when you were enlightened in that moment, like, do you see how there were so many moments like that, in the sense that there was so many bulbs, and I feel like that it was a process. It's an unfolding. The enlightenment is not like one moment you're like, whoa, hallelujah, and like you just stay in that moment like, whoa, I'm like tripping all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think, I don't know, I don't think it's like that. At least, and I think if it is like that, it is somebody's subjective experience. Like, I personally, in my life, in my experience, it is a process of an unfolding. Because who would want you to just be in one moment, be blissed out for the rest of your life? Like, and just in case if that is a possibility, I don't want that possibility. You know why? Because I want to be blissed out. I want to glimpse it like little by little. Like,
Yeah.
one sweet truth at a time, like very randomly, an apple falling on top of my head, and I'm being like eureka and running like in a no bathrobe and naked, like, I want it to be that crazy. So I think it's how the God in you wants to experience that light that's inside of you, whether
Yeah.
it's like 1,000 light bulbs in one moment, or in like maybe a concert, or maybe it's like one idea at a time, one opportunity at a time, knowing one part of you, like maybe a horse, maybe another moment a duck, another moment maybe the sassy queen of RG, like who knows, right? Like, it's how you want it to be. The God in you, the soul in you wants to experience that light that's inside of you. So I think that's another perspective that I really look upon when I see creative professionals, creative ideas striking people, innovations, inventions, no matter what it may be for you in your life as per your purpose. So yeah, I mean, I just want to wrap this conversation up now, because I think there's no better way to like sort of like close it than
That's true.
in a space of mushrooms, maybe. I feel like I'm having mushrooms right now, but
Yeah.
I've never had them.
Yeah, same, likewise. I wish, but no, not yet.
Not yet. But yeah, so yeah, one last thing that I would want to ask you before you close, considering this was a creative topic, this was about creativity. Do you want to show us something?
I mean, I'll send you pictures and everything. I can show you a few things, very few. I mean, I'll have to select. This is a very personal thing to me, though. Like I told you that I don't watch what I've made, so I'll just be very selective with what I'm sharing right now. So yeah, let me just kind of try to find something for you. So yeah, this was one of my first sketch for RG that I made. This one, yeah. This was the first sketch that I made for RG. This was printed on one of our t-shirts. And this was made when I was kind of thinking of something else. And I was just kind of thinking कि यार दुनिया क्या कर रही है, लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, मतलब लाइफ में इतना कुछ है करने के लिए, दुनिया में आग लग रही है, पर लोगों को सिर्फ चमकीली चीजें दिखती हैं. So right now this is a very literal depiction of people going and looking at a car which is racing, whereas the world is burning behind them and they don't give a fuck about the world burning. This is looking at something which is glamorous, and right in front of them they're like, I don't give a fuck about the world burning, I'll just be in my own little world and be happy about the car race.
This is literally like how I perceive it. Sorry to interrupt you, but this is how I perceive how your entire world is on fire inside of you, but all you see is that automated
Yeah.
system that you are running on, or like money, or you're chasing after all of those things, but while your entire inner state, inner being, health, well-being, whatever, it's all burning, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
basically those
You're amazing, bro. Oh my God.
those temporary things are something which people, build their lives around, and they just kind of. So this was this one drawing that I made. My mom was telling me about that I should get married. So this is one of the image visual that I made, and I was literally in the mountains when I made this. So I thought that, I was just visualizing us being in that time. and like in Raja or Maharaja wale time mein, and this is basically a conversation between us that my mom is kind of like trying to pass the flower onto me, something like that.
Oh, you know what I found adorable about that was that it's not. Was it like a painting of a groom and bride? No, na.
No. Those were two girls. Yeah.
That's what I find so beautiful. That it's not a painting, or it's not a drawing of the groom and bride, but it's of you and your mom. That's so beautiful. Oh my god! And I want. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I want my marriage to be in mountains.
That's a different topic. We'll align a different call for that, okay?
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Sometimes this is what my creative process looks like. I just jot things down when my brain is not working. So I just write my keywords around and I just kind of work around that. Then this is something very stupid. Just my subconscious trying to make something. I don't know what this means.
Show once again.
No, it was kind of stupid.
It
So,
looks nice. It's like a letterbox. It's so cool.
yeah, or I don't know where that came from. So I was basically in some garden one time. So I was just kind of doodle different parts of the garden that I like, and this is how I process these lines, these tiny little lines that I've made. This is basically my way of sketching things out, and this is what declutters my head. And I just kind of keep on thinking when I'm making these lines, and then my thoughts kind of get decluttered in a way. And this is that artwork that I was telling you about, that I wrote words and then I wrote words on top of them to
That
make
should be
myself.
a T-shirt.
I mean, this is kind of very.
Voice, whatever. I'd buy it.
So, like, see, I have written here break. So, मैंने बाद में लिखा when I started feeling better, some bones. So, things like.
I'm telling you, I'd buy that. That's so relatable, bro.
Then, like, things like that. These are words. These
Show
are basically just letters written like that you can't understand, but just my thoughts were out there. So, I decluttered them. Then.
Yeah, you're too good, yeah. This is insane. I feel like a child in a museum who wants to just frame everything.
I don't know what this means, but it just kind of have a lot of elements. These eyes. This is like basically something from my
Put that in
childhood.
an adult coloring book, please, for me and send it to me.
I will do that. That is the plan for sure. Sometimes I do think in Hindi as well, so like Hindi thoughts.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you for sharing.
This was something that I was making for RG. So I was trying to like stitch this with paint and whatever. So 2-3 mediums combined here.
Amazing. Animate it.
Oh yeah, this is something really cool. So here I wrote like. So here I wrote all the things that I was feeling in the moment, and then I scribbled on top of it in a way that it looks like a texture.
What?
Yeah, these are just words written and then I scribbled on top of them.
What?
So that it looks like I just did not want to go back to this memory and kind of and then I named it Horse of Destiny or something like that. So I just let my thoughts be at that point.
This year is the year. I'm telling you, this year is the year. Your subconscious is telling you.
I don't know, man. I mean, like these kind of sketches I make, and then yeah, just like that.
यार ये तो तुम तो भाई
See, what if it does not work out? And then
Oh my gosh. What? Say what?
this is pretty cool. This is something like love.
भाई रिलेटेड नाम वाला है मुंह तो बंद करो अंकल मैं हूं ना में वो बोलता है ना
I don't know what this means, but I just make things randomly.
भाई पता है इस ऐसे बच्चों को देखती थी और मैं बोलती थी मेरा घोड़ा गधा लग रहा है तुम ही हो वो बच्ची मेरी कोचिंग में
Damn. So, oh yeah, this is pretty interesting. So, like, I play this thing with my friends when some of the other friend is kind of very conscious about something or anxious about something. तो मैं उनको बोलती हूँ यार कि चलो एक game खेलते हैं. We'll just have each one page each, and we'll just say words like, let's say here I say, मतलब किसी ने बोला coffee बनाते हैं, ठीक है? So we just sketch whatever comes into our head, and then she'll make her coffee here. So like her coffee was this, and my coffee was this, basically beans. So we just play this game where we just one by one say words, and then we just draw things out.
same but different
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
So that's about it.
Amazing. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
This is very basic, but my friend.
Nothing is basic.
See, I'm judging.
I am not.
Art. Yeah. Okay. And anyways, point is that she gave me this book last year on my birthday. And I was thinking that by this birthday, which is coming in March again, I'm gonna finish this. But that'll be me like finishing 50% of this. But whatever. Like, point is me showing you something, right? So it's basically like a mandala book. I love mandala.
Whoa. So pretty.
Children's coloring book. For me, this is literally like my me time.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
every evening, this is my me time, and I just have like one set of like sketch pens, like here. This is like my prized possession.
This looks very pretty. I mean, like, can I just borrow this for a few days?
स्टेशनरी की दुकान पे मैं जाती हूँ, मैं literally ऐसे हो जाती हूँ.
I go like a chai, exactly. And I'm like, whoa, सब दिला दो मुझे.
Like a dog who wants all the candies and
That's true, that's true.
everything it can get. अभी मैं अभी खुश हो रही हूँ, सोच के ही खुश हो रही हूँ. Can you imagine? So yeah, like basically, and it's very like mood related. Like I feel like, so this is something that I made जब मेरे रूम में एक ही बत्ती जल रही थी. जैसे पुराने जमाने में नहीं होता कि एक लैंप जल रहा होता है दिया और तब तुम लिख रहे होते हो. ये लिटरली वो मोमेंट था मेरे लिए. But you see how bright this has got to be, and that's, I was like, वाह क्या हुआ?
You know, when we were learning designing, right? So there is this module called Elements of Design, and there we used to know how to, like, we used to learn how to express a particular emotion. So through colors, through shapes, through forms, and things like that. So I think it's kind of the same for me still.
Yeah, it's the same. It's exactly the same. Like even when it comes to Sarthi ka entire foundation, the foundation is set on elements and the foundation is set on emotions. So for me, this is just the medium of expression that Sarthi has picked, elements and emotions, to sort of address well-being. And I honestly, personally feel like ki if I am Sarthi's mummy, or if I am myself Sarthi for somebody else, then this is my expression.
Yeah. I love it. Thanks for showing this to me.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
being this conversation. I really, really hope that people can take back lots of this different perspectives
Yeah.
to art and expression.
Yeah.
And is there anything final words that you would like to say?
I just want to say that life is not that difficult as we see it, and we need to just live it one day at a time. And yeah, let's not just forget to be creative. And everybody has that inner child, and let's keep that alive. So that's about it.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
And other than that,